everyone, we were given an extreme privilege. WB Games sent us the trailer for DC Lego Supervillains ahead of time to put on today's video. This is Comicstorian Weekly Mini. This is where Dan and I go over all of the comic books that are coming out this week, and we thought it'd be the best place to let you know about this brand new video game. So enjoy the Lego DC Supervillains trailer right now.
The villains are coming! Where are the superheroes?
Where did I park my car?
Panic has gripped the streets of Metropolis, but who will save the city now?
Citizens, remain calm. Everything is under control. The control of supervillains.
Hiya.
What?
You ready, Mr. J?
Everything is not okay.
It's good to be bad. Maybe you'd like to join us.
Who, me?
No, not you, dummy. I'm talking to the other guy.
And there you have it. All I want to do before we move on to the actual Comicstorian Weekly Mini is simply say thank you guys for watching, and I'm excited about that. At the very ending, when we had what appeared to be a customizable supervillain, I'm excited. Dan wants to be Mariachi Man. But let me know what you think about DC Lego Supervillains down below, and enjoy the rest of the show. Welcome to Comicstorian Weekly. There was already an intro before this, so I'm not going to go into like a proper intro. The people on our Twitch stream, because we stream these live when we do these minis, they have no idea what I'm talking about, and they won't.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise, but when you watch this on Wednesday, you'll see what that surprise is. But if you're wondering what this show is, this is Comicstorian Weekly Mini. Every Sunday, Dan and I go live on Twitch, and we do basically a review show of all of the comic books that come out.
Yeah.
Now, you can join us over there anytime on twitch.tv/eligiblemonster at about 2 p.m. Eastern. Or you can join us over on our Patreon, patreon.com/Comicstorian, where we upload those reviews the day after on Monday.
And you can get that for just the $1 tier.
Yes, but you're probably wondering, why is this on the main channel right now? Well, Comics Tonight is fun, we like doing it, and it is not canceled at all.
Nope.
But the problem is, it does take a lot of work for us to do,
Yes.
and there's a lot of creativity that has to go into it. So we are cycling these in so we can still tell you guys about the comics and tell you what's going on. But at the same time, we are able to...
We basically don't want to rush out an episode
Yes.
and have it basically be mediocre when we could take an extra week or so to make a better one for you guys.
Exactly. So we were doing 3 episodes of Comics Tonight and then 1 episode weekly. And we, as you saw in the last couple of weeks, that just didn't work out. So we're thinking about cycling them, Comicstorian Weekly Mini, and then Comics Tonight, and then Comicstorian Weekly Mini, and then Comics Tonight. That way we can keep our Comics Tonight narrative going, but we can still make sure you guys get the appropriate information, and you are aware of our Comicstorian Weekly show on Twitch and on Patreon. So
It's a great time. Definitely come join us.
yes, no, it's a lot of fun. But like I said, we've already kind of introed this because I did something right before all of this.
Yeah, let's get right into it.
And we also didn't pull up any news, but I don't think there's anything big going on in Marvel and DC as of the time of recording this.
Yes.
I have to caveat that because this goes live on Wednesday and we record this on Monday.
Yes.
So sometimes there's like stuff that comes out.
Sometimes something comes out and you guys make sure that you let us know
That we
every
missed
time.
something, yeah.
So
Also, if you're wondering about my stubble, I have currently challenged Greg Miller of Kinda Funny to a beard off. He accepted, but I don't know what a beard off is, and neither does he, it looks like. So I'm trying to figure out what this is actually going to entail, or if he was just being friendly on Twitter. I do know him from Twitter.
you met him once.
I met him once. I was on his comic book show. But you're gonna see me attempting to grow out a beard, which I have not done since pre-military.
It's gonna be fun.
There was a brief period in the army when I was overseas in Afghanistan where I was attached to the special forces, and I got to grow out a beard.
Well, I feel like if you're in special forces, you need a beard.
Right, well, no one questioned you.
Exactly.
But I was attached, I wasn't in special forces, I was preventive medicine at the time. They always take one preventive medicine person with them. Either way, I got to grow out a beard at that period, and I did discover that I could grow it quickly, and it is very full. But that was like over 10 years ago now, so we're gonna find out what happens.
We'll see what happens.
It's like when
thanks to
someone
time.
shaves their head frequently and they're like, yeah, I have a full head of hair. And
Yeah.
then they grow it out like, but now I have a bald spot.
Exactly.
So we're gonna So if this works, and Greg Miller doesn't watch our show, so I'll say it. My goal is to mess with Greg Miller at RTX.
It's gonna be
I'm
fun.
gonna walk in a flannel shirt and a lumberjack hat and an axe. I'm gonna be like, I challenge you to our beard off. That's my goal. And if Greg Miller watches this show, hey Greg.
Anyway, I think that's enough of an intro. Let's get into what's coming out this week.
Okay.
So first off, I want to say this one because the cover is great. Aquaman Jabberjaw Special Number 1. The cover, as you see, is a giant shark hugging Aquaman.
Yes. Now you know what this is, right?
No.
This is more of their Hanna-Barbera crossovers.
Okay.
So like Elmer Fudd and all those. That's what they're doing.
Oh, that's...
Jabberjaw is a character in Hanna-Barbera.
I was gonna say, because that does not seem Aquaman.
He looks...
I feel like I would know him if he was in Aquaman.
The talking giant shark?
Yeah, so when the town of Amnesty Island is besieged by a series of shark attacks, authorities call on Aquaman for help. What's unusual about this case is that the shark isn't trying to kill people, he just wants to talk to them. The very confused Jabberjaw needs to get back to Aqualand, the future undersea utopia where he came from. That peaceful city where man and sentient sea life have been in harmony has been turned into a dystopian nightmare created by a new ocean master. Now the king of Atlantis has to step in and help him out.
I like how you winged it.
I know.
Good, though.
That's pretty close.
But yeah, that's the new Aquaman. These Hanna-Barbera ones did amazing last time, so I'm excited to see what they're going to do this time.
I remember the Elmer Fudd Batman one.
Yeah, that was incredible.
And that was incredible, yeah.
Holy crap, didn't know the story was still going.
Yeah.
Bane Conquest number 11 is coming out, and it's the penultimate issue of the year-long event. Starts and ends with action as Bane and his company of villains invade Cobra's mountain stronghold with the aim of kidnapping the infant Naja. I thought this series was over.
I thought it was like an 8-issue miniseries.
I thought it was 6. I thought it was 6.
Maybe it was 6, then 8, and then now they're just
quite
like,
obviously, if it's still going, regardless of being 6 or 8, it's obviously still going.
Yeah.
That means that it's very good. Like, you're not going to keep a Bane series going unless it's selling.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Next up, the Batman Prelude to the Wedding, which is Robin versus Ra's al Ghul number 1.
I am really curious. Yep. No, shut up. Ra's al Ghul returns with a heart-to-heart with his grandson Damian. Once upon a time, Ra's thought Bruce Wayne would be the heir apparent to his criminal empire, but now that Batman has turned his back on Talia for good, Ra's wants to know if Damian will honor his mother by stepping into the family business at last. Holy crap, I can't wait to read this one.
This is going to be really fun.
It's written by Tim Seeley, too. He's a good writer.
Make sure you tune into our Comicstorian Weekly, the main podcast, on Sunday so you can see how exciting and how great of an issue that was.
I'll let you take this one.
Yeah, I picked some good ones. So next up is Doomsday Clock number 5. Finally, we are getting the next issue of Doomsday Clock. The comedian lives! The mine and marionette loose in Gotham. Rorschach is locked in the bowels of Arkham Asylum. Love how that's phrased because it's funny.
Bowels.
And the secrets will be revealed as the Doomsday Clock ticks on. I am excited for this one.
No, I am too.
I've been waiting for this one.
For everyone who's watching this on the YouTube channel, you've been asking where's Doomsday Clock. I'm going to give you the actual answer to that.
Yes.
We stopped doing it on purpose. The book went into a crazy hiatus because they were having a problem getting the art on time. So there's no definitive release cycle for things last time I checked.
Yeah.
And since we were trying to time our videos around the release of the books, that put our show on hold. And we just went to other books. We're probably gonna let a lot of these come out and then do them all back to back, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Kind of like how we did with White Knight, where we just like let it sit and then just finish it up all in one big sitting.
Either that or we'll find out when it does come out, maybe do it around there to remind you what happened because of how long ago it was.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll
do
see.
something along those lines.
So.
But that's where it has been. We don't like putting out books that you're asking us to do more of and we don't have the access to them.
Exactly.
So. How did you see this and not realize they were doing more of these?
Because I just thought they were all funny.
Flash Speed Buggy Special number 1. Okay? Wally West tries to take down Kilgore. He's stunned to find that he has, the only reason I know it's misspelled, I just know Kilgore.
I'm glad you do.
He's stunned to find that he has an unknown ally who can move as fast as he can. Dr. Perennial, a brilliant Star Labs scientist, has found a way to power his buggy with the speed. That is the coolest excuse for a Hanna-Barbera character. So Speed Buggy is a talking car. Which is funny because we just had that joke on our Conspiracy Cast podcast.
We did.
That we just recorded about Bigfoot and Chupacabra riding a talking speed buggy.
I'm gonna say right now, Flash Wars has some weird tie-ins.
Yeah. It's a Hanna-Barbera thing. The car talks while he's gonna work with it. I mean,
Yeah.
most of these have been good last time, so I'm on board.
Yeah. I mean, it must be good if they're continuing it. So, next up, Green Arrow Annual 2, the Justice League No Justice tie-in. So, basically, the entitled rich boy Oliver Queen grew up a member of an elite society, but after a drunken escapade, it took me a while to say, left him stranded on a desert island. Oliver learned to survive, becoming, wow, they're just explaining who Green Arrow is. Basically, it's Green Arrow and Amanda Waller in a comic.
Tied into No Justice, though, which I'm excited about.
It's going to be great.
I'm loving that series. Green Lantern's Annual number 1. Every 1,000 years, a ceremony is held on a forgotten world to celebrate the life of the ancient Green Lantern hero. Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz are chosen to represent Earth at this event, and they quickly learn that it is not as it seems. A secret has been buried on this planet. I'm excited. That sounds cool.
Yeah.
And I love this cover for this one.
Yeah,
Looks
no, I
really
really
good.
like it.
Yeah. I'm noticing on our Twitch side that Gary's taking us. Okay, you got to it. Okay, cool. We'll move on now.
All right, next up.
Justice League No Justice number 4. The epic finale that everyone has been talking about. After the unimaginable happens, the DCU must band together to defend Earth from annihilation. Before the end, new alliances will be forged, and some heroes will be lost forever. Don't miss the event that has set the stage for Justice League 2018 and beyond. Oh. You can have whatever the next one is.
I hope it's really good. Come on, come on. Ah! Just kidding. Man of Steel Volume 2, Number 1. A new era begins for Superman as a threat from his earliest origins reemerges to destroy the last son of Krypton. As Superman struggles to come to grips with what has happened to his wife and son, he must also face a new threat that's determined to burn down Metropolis. Yeah?
It's the first issue. Actually, this is kind of important because it's the first issue from Brian Michael Bendis.
Oh yes,
In the
that's
main-
very
yeah,
important.
so it is actually important for everyone who wants to know about that.
Yeah, I'm
since-
excited for it.
No, you're not. But I am.
I like Bendis.
You do like Bendis, you don't like Superman. So this is a weird combo
That's
for you.
why I'm kind of excited, because maybe I'll start to like Superman.
Okay, I will give you that. Yes, I was gonna say because this is one you're not overly excited for, you get whatever's next, which is. Oh yeah.
It's not bad. Raven, Daughter of Darkness, number 5. Raven and her mother, Arella, have been captured, and now they are being used to open a portal to bring Trigon to Earth, with the intention of spawning an army of perfect warriors. I'm really excited about that, because Arella was basically, she's the one that took Raven to the Temple of Azareth.
Yeah, I think you had it right.
Yeah.
I know you're a
Basi-
fan of Raven.
I almost said
you been-
Azeroth for
Have you
World
been
of
reading it,
Warcraft.
or are you waiting for it to finish? Because it is a.
I have been waiting for it to finish because I like being able to read just those full mini-series kind of things.
Because they're not intended to keep going. So it's
Exactly.
not like you're like, oh, well, I have to read because there's going to be so many. You know
Exactly.
they're going to wrap.
Exactly, and at this point, you get to that point and you're like, oh, there's only one issue left, and I'm so hyped. So.
Okay. Oh my God.
You love all these specials I found, right?
So another Hanna-Barbera, Super Sons Dynamite Special number 1. Gary's breaking the computer open. Super Sons Dynamite Special number 1. It's no fun for John Kent to be visiting the big city with his parents for a funeral for an old friend, but his best pal, Damian Wayne, decides to follow up and give him the inside scoop on the city. That's when they meet Robin's local friend, what? Dynamite. And they find him injured and in need of help. Dynomutt's human superhero companion, Blue Falcon, has seemingly turned evil.
Of course, of course.
So the way they're gonna write Dynomutt into the DC universe is he's just buddies with Damian. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it.
Crypto's gonna show up.
Oh, it has to be a Crypto.
If Crypto doesn't show up, I am disappointed in you.
I'll do this. G.I. Joe, real American hero.
Number 252.
Special Missions Part 2 of 5. G.I. Joe, Cobra, 2 opposing forces. 2 powerful war machines, each made more lethal by the undeniable strength of their individual parts. But who and what are those parts? And then it's like people who are writing it.
Yeah.
Larry Hama's doing it. He's one of the original guys for G.I. Joe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Next up, Judge Dredd Under Siege #1. When all contact with Patrick Swayze block is lost, Dredd and Judge Beanie investigate only to find it's become a beachhead for an all-out mutant assault on Mega City 1. Cutting-edge humor and tense, gritty action from writer Mark Russell. Sweet.
Okay, hold on. The credits they put on here
For-
are the most
from the
extreme.
Flintstones.
He wrote the Flintstones and God is disappointed in you. What an extreme division of your work. I have done family-friendly Flintstones and God hates you.
And now Patrick Swayze. I know you read this one sometimes.
I do actually read this. Hack and Slash Resurrection #7, Tim Seeley cover. So, Cat and Dog Investigations. Cat, Kuro, and Pooch need Cassie and Vlad's help with the case, and it's fun to catch up friends. I want to give you guys, because we've never talked about this on the Comicstorian Weekly or on Comics Tonight. This is actually a cool show, cool comic.
Okay.
The idea is simple. All your favorite monsters exist, okay? And the character, Cassie, there it is. Cassie is teamed up with what is apparently like a Jason kind of character.
Okay.
But most of these monsters are like, the way they turn into these monsters is like a specific way, but Vlad just looks like a monster. He's not actually. He's just a
Okay.
really big guy who they confuse as a monster.
And everyone sees and goes, oh, it's Bigfoot.
Well, no, Jason, but still. And basically, this is a lot of single issue stories, almost like weekly episodes like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Okay.
Cassie goes out and they try to hunt down all of these, I forget what they're called, because I haven't read it in a couple months now. I do enjoy it. I let it build up because they're single issues.
Yes.
But it's like almost like a weekly monster kind of thing. They go fight
Okay.
a monster, they have a fun adventure, that kind of thing.
Sweet. So that was Hack and Slash Resurrection #7. Next up, I know you read this one as well occasionally.
I have not read this in a while, but there's a huge fan base for it. So.
Yes.
Plus, the description's really short. Saga #52. Danger approaches.
All right, next.
Next topic. I don't even think Gary's gonna get to that before we
Nope. Next up is Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows #19. Parker Family Vacation begins now.
Parker Family Vacation begins now.
Damn you.
401k insurance and vacation days when you're a superhero. Benefits aren't usually a part of the care package. But Peter and Mary Jane Parker are saving up for just the two of us vacation since Annie was born. They aren't gonna let trouble, no matter how catastrophic, get in their way. Now all they need to do is find a good babysitter. The one-shot Spider Family adventure taking place before the events of 8 years later.
I'm surprised you got through that whole thing with the accent. Next up, Daredevil #603. The fallout from the shocking conclusion of Daredevil #600 continues as Matt Murdock and Daredevil both rally allies in the face of an overwhelming enemy. And how exactly does Wilson Fisk fit into things? Not the way you expect. ...
He's big. It involves his fist.
Infinity Countdown, Captain Marvel #1. Carol Danvers has crossed the borders of reality itself and returned in possession of the Reality Stone. Ooh. And with it, has contacted the Marvels of many worlds. Join the Captain Marvels for a cross-time adventure into the nature of the Infinity Stones. This is gonna be a cool tie-in. I'm actually pretty excited for it.
I was just looking at the timer.
Yeah.
That's all. Locked, really? Really?
I put it in there because of the fact that I
When you-
rarely see actual Inhuman comics, but the dog still has one going.
You're not
That's
wrong.
why I had to leave it in there.
Lockjaw #4. You're right. Did they cancel
Hold on. The description, D is for desperate.
That is it. Did they cancel every Inhumans book except for the dogs?
I haven't seen one. And so I had to put that in there because I wanted to say that and remind people that I haven't seen an actual Inhumans comic in a while. I'm pretty sure they're still coming out because I actually, now that I think about it, I saw it on one of your piles.
Yeah, no, that was an old one. That wasn't even a new one. That was on the old pull. I know the one you're talking about. That's only 4 years ago. I think you're right. I think they canceled everything except Lockjaw.
I figured they need some representation.
Marvel Superhero Adventures #2, The Spider Doctor. Spider-Man joins Doctor Strange on a magical adventure for all ages. Marvel Superhero Adventures is a kid's book.
It looked like that from the thing.
It's
It
fine.
looked kind of like Baby Avengers kind of stuff.
No, it's fine. I always say that this is a family-friendly channel. We try to keep things around PG-13, which means there are children who will watch. So,
So that's for
Miss
you.
Marvel, number 30. Did they just stop doing descriptions on Marvel books?
It seems like it.
Every which way but up. That's it.
It's got a few things.
Doesn't that make you want to read their book?
Kamala Khan's feeling the pressure, but how can she choose between Bruno and the Red Dagger? And will her double life as Miss Marvel bring them together or tear them apart forever? Miss Marvel doesn't know which way to turn, but she'll need to move quickly to save her friends. See, we can both do accents every now and then.
The Punisher, number 225. Target Punisher.
Frank Castle is the man on the run.
This is the continuation of the War Machine series. We're doing Punisher War Machine on this channel, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of one you can't not do.
Even if I hated the story, I mean, somebody likes it.
I like how it's
But I
Frank
like it, so
Castle.
we're fine.
Frank Castle is the man on the run. I don't think there's ever been a Punisher story where he's not been the man on the run.
I want to see Punisher, number 225. Frank Castle's relaxing at home because nobody's hunting him.
Frank Castle the relaxer. Next up, X-Men Blue, number 28. The conclusion of the Mothervine.
It's Havoc. I thought it was Black Bolt. I was like,
so
did they
too.
put the Inhumans on the X-Men now? No, it's Havoc. We're fine.
The conclusion of the Mothervine story, the ultimate fate of the White Queen, and Havoc revealed. There, I mean, we could have just read the thing, we would have known.
No, it's funnier to guess that it's Black Bolt.
Magneto reveals a secret plan and secret allies to counter the chaos caused by the Mothervine. But some of the new X-Men will not make it out of this adventure alive. Gold balls, no. That's a real mutant.
That's a real mutant.
I'm not even making that up. Ooh, so.
X-Men Annual, red cover, regular Churrus cover. How about you go? How about you try? That didn't work.
After
That didn't
Resurrection,
work.
before Red, Jean Grey was born in a world that had changed. Her friends and family had lived lives, some had lost lives. This is This is Jean's story of catching up, losses and triumphs, reconnecting with old colleagues, grieving for the losts, and meeting family members she didn't know existed. Like Jean Grey.
And lastly, we have You Are Deadpool number 5. This is the continuation of. Is this been coming out weekly? I just realized
think so,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I just realized that. It's a choose your own adventure.
This weekly series.
Yeah, so basically you go into it and you're like, they say go to page 10, go to page 13. If you use the gun, go to 60.
Yeah.
If you collected this in a previous adventure, it's a cool concept. We are not reading it because I want to wait. I don't like the idea of doing a choose your own adventure in pieces.
Yeah.
I want to do the whole thing. So
I mean, it's a choose your own adventure. You need the whole adventure.
yeah.
Let's
But
be
number
honest.
5 is coming out, and I like that, the RPG cover.
I really hope that at the beginning of like number 1, it's like, this is what you want to do. Go to issue 4.
Yeah.
Just skip an issue. But that appeared to be all of the comics that we saw that are coming out that we wanted to mention to you guys in our Comicstorian Weekly to keep it kind of condensed in a short video
It
for
was
them.
still much longer than expected. But anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to every Wednesday get an update as to what is coming out. It'll either be Comicstorian Weekly Mini or it'll be Comics Tonight. Like I said, we do enjoy doing Comics Tonight. Does take a lot of effort, and we would prefer to not miss an episode than miss an episode because of filming issues. So, and don't forget, check out all the links down below to our mystery thing in the front that I can't mention right now because this part is being streamed live.
It's exciting.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like Comicstorian Weekly, we do stream a show where we review all of these comics on Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern, twitch.tv/eligiblemonster. Over there, Dan and I do a podcast almost every single day of the week, and we play video games afterwards. And if you just want the podcast, go to our patreon.com/comicstorian. For the $1 tier, you get access to all of our podcasts now that we have them on a better schedule.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter. I'm Dan T. Editor. He's Comicstorian. And thanks for watching, guys.
See you later. I am gonna get a better beard than Greg Miller. It's gonna be great.
I will too.
And if I don't, then I just set myself up for failure.
I'll spend 6 months growing and it'll still be this.
That took 2 years.
He's not lying.